Hello there and welcome to our show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And thank you very much for joining us for a side story, where we take a look at some of the less well-known people and events that have shaped our world.
So when someone says philosophy or 哲学, many people think of great minds spending their time thinking about the big questions in life. Why are we here? What is the meaning of life?
Is there a God up there in the heavens? Or are we humans all alone down here on a planet just spinning through space? It's enough to give you a headache sometimes.
So yes, it's true that philosophy can seem very complicated. Here in Asia, the biggest name in philosophy is often considered to be Confucius, our famous 孔子.
In Western countries, the first of the great philosophers probably came from ancient Greece, and they lived and worked more than 2,000 years ago. The lives and teachings of men like Aristotle, Plato, and Heraclitus are still read about and studied today.
But the granddaddy of all the Greek thinkers has to be Socrates. He taught many of the philosophers that came later, and his influence on them and on us, even after all of these years, is something that cannot be denied.
So, for the next 2 days, we will be taking a very quick look at Socrates, his life and teachings, and the way that we can still feel his influence even after all these years. First, though, let's go over to the great thinker Rainbow for her teachings on all about today's new vocabulary words.
同学们一定有听过伟大的哲学家 Socrates 苏格拉底，对吧？ Socrates 特别鼓励学生在问问题的时候一定要找寻自己的答案，还有探讨生命的意义。先带大家看4个单字。第一个 meaning 意义是个名词。The meaning of life is to explore and create. The meaning of life is to explore and create. 人生的意义是在探索还有创造。第二个单字 question 探究或是质疑，在这边是个动词。A responsible student questions the theories he is taught and experiments with them. A responsible student questions the theories he is taught and experiments with them. 一个负责任的学生会质疑他所学到的概论，并且实验它们。第三个单字 influence 影响是个动词。Great teachers can influence students for a lifetime. Great teachers can influence students for a lifetime. 很棒的老师可以影响学生的一生。最后一个单字 poison 毒药是个名词。Juliet swallowed poison to end her own life in the tragic love story. Juliet swallowed poison to end her own life in the tragic love story. 在悲惨的爱情故事中，朱丽叶吞了毒药，结束自己的生命。好，现在我们已经看完今天的单字例句，接下来一起回到课文中。
Socrates was an ancient Greek philosopher. He spent a great deal of time thinking about the meaning of life. He also spent a lot of time questioning how people live their lives.
Explanation 1.
Okay, so our article for today begins by telling us Socrates was an ancient Greek philosopher.
And then we read, he spent a great deal of time thinking about the meaning of life. The meaning of life is just another way of saying, what is life and why are we here to live it? What is our meaning?
And we also had our first grammar point in that sentence. Let's check it out and then we'll come back to continue reading.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 a great deal of 加名词，意思是大量的点点点。deal 在这里是名词，数量、大量的意思。前方用形容词 great 巨大的修饰，合在一起 A great deal of 加上名词就是大量的点点点，用来修饰不可数名词。例如 Leo made a great deal of money. 李欧赚很多钱。
Okay, we're back, and the next sentence of the article about Socrates reads, he also spent a lot of time questioning how people lived their lives. Wow, he sure didn't waste his time thinking about the little things, did he? An amazing man with an amazing brain who lived a very long time ago.
And that's exactly why we're still reading about him today. All right, let's take a break now, and we'll be back to finish off the article.
Socrates influenced a lot of people. He got young people to think about whether the gods existed. That made people in power angry, and they put Socrates on trial. Socrates lost his case, and he had to end his life by drinking poison. His body's gone, but his lessons lived on through his students.
Explanation 2.
Okay, we're reading about the ancient Greek philosopher named Socrates. And so the next sentence in our article tells us, Socrates influenced a lot of people. It's true, even back then, Socrates was quite famous and had many fans. Of course, in the days before the internet, TV, radio, or even books, you had to travel to where Socrates was and then try to find him so that you could listen to him teach. But it's true, he would give free lessons in Athens, Greece to anyone who showed up, and lots of people showed up.
Wow, and once they did, Socrates and his amazing mind proved to be a powerful influence. We read, he got young people to think about whether the gods existed. He wanted people to think about not just things for themselves, but not always accept what their parents or teachers or others told them.
But this, of course, also made him a little bit dangerous to those people in power.
没错 ，People in power 受到苏格拉底 Socrates 的理论的威胁。在这边补充单字 ，People in power 就是指掌握权力的人，比方说政府或是宗教政权。We'll learn more about this after we pause here for today's second grammar point.
第二则文法是 A gets B to 加原形动词，意思是 A 要 B 做某事。Get 在这里是使役动词使得的意思。如果要后方的受词主动去做某一个动作，则这个动作要用不定词 to be 来表达。例如 Annie got her students to work in pairs. 安妮要学生两个一组。
So, as Socrates encouraged young people to think for themselves, he also made some of the older people in society a bit worried that Socrates was a bad influence on the kids. He was the social media of his day. As it says, that made people in power angry, and they put Socrates on trial. He was arrested for teaching dangerous ideas, and he was forced to go and explain himself in a court. This was serious trouble for Socrates, as we shall see.
Absolutely. 这边带大家看一个补充片语 to put somebody on trial. Put somebody on trial 就是使某人接受审判的意思。It says, Socrates lost his case and he had to end his life by drinking poison. 这里再补充一个单字 case， 在这边是指官司的意思。Lost a case 就是打官司没有成功。How terrible! They made him commit suicide.
I think he actually was given the chance to escape the city and save his own life, but he chose not to do that because he didn't think that he had done anything wrong. So he took his own life as a way of showing that he will follow the rules of the city even if he disagreed with them. A very brave thing to do. So, Socrates was dead. But this is another example of how you can kill a person, but you can never really erase the things that they taught to others. The final sentence of today's article reads, "His body's gone, but his lessons lived on through his students. And they are still alive today, thousands of years, I should say, after Socrates was taken away from us." It's quite an incredible story. Okay, we have our final grammar point here, and then we'll be done.
第三则文法是 live on， 意思是继续存在。live 在这里是不及物动词存活的意思，后方用副词 on 继续修饰，合在一起 live on 就是继续存在。例如 although the band broke up, their music lives on。 虽然这支乐团解散了，但他们的音乐会继续存在。
Okay, that's it for today, but please do come back to join us tomorrow for part 2 of our side story unit, all about the great Greek philosopher Socrates. Until then, bye-bye.
Socrates, the great Greek philosopher. Socrates was an ancient Greek philosopher. He spent a great deal of time thinking about the meaning of life. He also spent a lot of time questioning how people lived their lives. Socrates influenced a lot of people. He got young people to think about whether the gods existed. That made people in power angry, and they put Socrates on trial. Socrates lost his case, and he had to end his life by drinking poison. His body's gone, but his lessons lived on through his students.
关于撇清的英文句子。
大家来到就爱讲英文 I'm Shane. What are you doing?
你还记得那个 Cynthia 吗？
I don't want anything to do with this.
哦，她上次偷走我的男友。哦 ，She's gonna pay.
Hey, that's your problem, not mine. Leave me out of this.
所以他想要赶快撇清这件事。
你真的好可怕哦。
哪有啦？我只是想要介绍这个主题。
OK。
对对对，所以我们等一下要去打架，他想要赶快撇清，所以他刚刚说什么
I don't want anything to do with this.
哦，我不想要跟这件事情有任何瓜葛。对对对。
I'm out of here. Leave me alone. So you can also say that's your problem, not mine.
哦
Or just that's your problem.
OK， 所以这不是我的问题，那是你的问题。
对
对对。还有什么呢？
I'm steering clear of this.
哎 ，steering 不是开车的那个方向盘的 steering 吗？
对，所以那个感觉就是我不是要在这边，我只是 I'm steering clear.
哦，所以就是比如说你前面有一个障碍物，然后说哦，我要赶快避开它的意思。Yeah.
You're so smart.
Oh yeah.
How about I don't want to be involved in this matter?
哦，我就是完全不想要参与这件事情。
I don't want to be involved
Alright,
in this
yeah,
matter.
你是真的是好乖哦，
I don't
你
want
怎么
to.
乖？
I don't want to be involved in this.
还有那个一样的表达方式。
Leave me out of this.
哦 ，OK。
Keep me out of this.
所以就是我完全就是在外面，我不想要参与。Yeah， 所以他完全。
所以那个感觉就是这样。
Yeah， 就是哦，不要不要。
I'm not listening.
啊，你怎么那么胆小？快点啦，走走走。
No, I'm scared.
好啦
Let's do live action first, okay?
Okay, fine. Live action. Do you hear what Steven said to me?
I don't want anything to do with this. Leave me out of this.
Just listen to what he said, please.
I'm sorry, but I'm steering clear of this. I really don't want to be involved in this matter.
Fine. I thought you were my friend.
Number 1, I don't want anything to do with this.
Number 2, that's his problem, not mine.
Number 3, I'm steering clear of this.
Number 4, I don't want to be involved in this matter.
Number 5, leave me out of this. Keep me out of this.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 欢迎收看我们1分钟的单元。在这1分钟的时间里面，我们要复习4个单字，还要造4个句子来练习。同学们准备好没？1分钟计时开始。第一个单字呢叫做意义，人生有什么意义的那个意义？哇，这样太沉重了。这字叫做 meaning。They were debating the meaning of the poem。他们正在争论那一首诗的意义。好，第二单字它可以表达问题，像问问题那个问题，也可以当动词来表达探究啊、质疑或是询问。这字叫做 question。Never question my love for you， 永远不要质疑我对你的爱。好，第3个单词叫做影响，它可以当名词，也可以当动词用。这字是哪个字吗？有点长哦，叫做 influence。Influence 就是影响。The book has influenced her a lot。那本书对她影响很大。好，第4个单词是毒药。好，毒药怎么说呢？叫做 poison。Poison 它也可以当动词来表达对什么什么下毒。OK，The evil queen put poison in his drink。邪恶的皇后在她饮料里面下毒。好，太好啦！我们在1分钟之内顺利复习完4个单字哦，同学们表现很棒哦，回家也要多多复习。那我们下次见，拜拜。